It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cardinals and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
We are just in. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case was...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Pitts from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led out by the second-year pro out of Pitt, looking for a big jump in year 2, Kenny Pickett.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign. Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Walker complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches. Touchdown, Washington! Ken Walker, 30 yards. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Tackle made by Chase Young. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Nick Bosa coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
On the return is Williams.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points up.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, these 2 teams, Charles, Arizona and Washington, 2023, a new beginning for both. Of course, for the Cardinals, a new coach, Jonathan Gannon, coming over from Philadelphia, where he was the defensive coordinator on their run to the NFC title, and then new ownership here in Washington.
And that gives each franchise a chance to start fresh, to turn the page. And I'm looking at Washington. They could be sneaky good. Despite the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year and the other 3 teams in their division did, Washington finished 500 at 8-1. They could make a jump.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
They're going for this. Here's Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Ready?
Ritter off the play fake. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Marquise Brown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Pickett. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Nick Bosa in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Here's Williams to return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Running right, here's Walker.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Kenneth Walker.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0.
Commanders 28, Cardinals nothing. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Micah Parsons gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. And why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number one.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from a big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Shoves him aside.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington.
Ken Walker
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They started on the ground with Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Pickett looking to throw on second down.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Chase Young.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. There's a nice move. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And he is into the end zone for the Commanders' touchdown. 51 yards there on the return punt. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now the try here for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Okay,
so the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Walker.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 129 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Walker.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ready,
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ritter back to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here we go. Set.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Touchdown, Washington. Luke Musgrave
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pickett now on first down. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Pickett lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, first and goal.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a first and goal and that huge lead.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal.
On play action, here's Ritter. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Luke Musgrave
making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Commanders are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, fighting off the defender.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. He scored 3 times. You want 4. You want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3. Now in search of 4. Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
63. Cardinals nothing. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Steps away to his left.
Pickett slides down, and he picks up the first.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers. effort one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw, Pickett. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for loss.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And there he goes again. Touchdown, Washington. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards.
And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Smith, red. Hut.
They're going to try and run. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. 1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pickens on the slant.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Quinnen Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball, cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick.
Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's into the clear again, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
For the returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. This is swung out to Eckler.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Pickett.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Pickett.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And this is recovered by the Cardinals. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Pickett now from the gun here.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Pickett sets up play action. Throw out wide is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pickett back to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
Open man is born. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and